Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Drag Divas and Dolls. We've got another episode and a new bracket, new set of girls to love, and new set of girls to hate. Say hello, Divas and Dolls.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, so we got introduced to a whole new set of girls in this episode, 6 new girls. So we will be getting into their entrance looks now. So first up, we have Miss Tina Burner.
Could have stayed burnt.
This is giving a science project. This is something that a kid would wear out of the things that they found in their closet. Like their mom had this bunch of stationery that was never going to be used, and then the kid put together this outfit. So that's what this is giving. I just hate it. Don't like it. This is a flop. But can I just say, I love Tina's teeth. But other than that, based on first impressions, Tina is very. I'd be okay if Tina was not there. But then let's see throughout the episode how I feel.
The fact that your favorite part about her outfit is her teeth is
I saw this and I was kind of didn't really do anything for me. She looks a bit like chic aluminum foil after it's been burnt in the oven by mistake. I know she said that she was known for red, orange, and yellow, and that was a bad thing. But I think if you're reintroducing yourself, that might be the most appropriate time to use that color palette. This is just boring. I don't like it. I feel like the slit is a bit awkward. It just looks stiff.
I also agree, girl. When she stepped out, I thought she was one of those aluminum foil popcorn that you put into the microwave and then inflates and then you eat them. That's what she looked like to me. If you put give me a drag outfit into Chat GPT, this is what would come up. It's so generic. You could put this on anyone. Nothing about this says Tina to me. It's just what you said of I know she had a hideous color palette, but this was her time to prove that she figured out how to make it look chic, but she didn't do that. Instead, she just chose a completely different color palette altogether. It's not hideous, let's just be clear. I don't think it's ugly. I don't think it's that bad, but it's not exciting. And if it's All Stars, girl, come on. If you're not going to excite me now, then when? There's only 3 episodes. But overall, I think I will give her a bucket.
I'll give her a bucket with alien antennae so the aluminum can contact the aliens and give her something better.
Okay, so the next look is Miss Carrie Colby.
Like Miss Colby said, big winner energy. I see that. I literally see that. This is my queen. This is my diva. I don't even know her, but she's my mother. I'm her daughter. That is what this is. I just think this is so gorgeous. I love that the collar is on the chest area, and it's just feeling high fashion for me.
I actually really love this look. I think this is a massive upgrade from her original season. I think this is supposed to be inspired by a suit that Balmain has, and someone wore something similar to this to the recent Met Gala as well. And I think her execution is quite nice as well. The only thing I'm not a big fan of is the velvet. I wish it was in a different fabric, just because I don't love the way if you make pants and a suit out of velvet, I don't love the way that the wrinkles show up on camera. The way that she paired it with this 50, almost 60-inch wig is very impactful. I think the blonde looks perfect on her. The makeup was stunning, and I think the color palettes are great. I also think the back of this was semi backless, right? That was such a nice added little detail to have the front almost fully covered up and then have a backless moment. So for me, Miss Carrie did mop, yes.
I think this might have been my favorite entrance look. I love the suit play. I love how it's this sort of just laying on her, that sort of illusion that's created with the structure. I love the colors she picked as well, and they go with her skin tone gorgeously. And I love the lilac in the center for the shirt collar. The hair being the Great Wall of China long, River Nile long bundle is absolutely stunning. A big Sasha Velour mop, yes.
Next up, we have Angel's favorite, the diva, the actual doll herself, Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia. And I know Angel can barely contain his excitement, so I'm gonna let him go first.
When I found out she was coming back, I haven't watched season 2 in full. I've just seen clips. And I also remember the kimchi read from season 8 where he says Naomi Smalls' wardrobe is inspired by luxury icon and kimchi references Miss Nicole Page Brooks. So that is my exposure to this queen. I love her intro speech more than anything. What did she say? Her pronouns were icon and legend. Yes, girl.
Yes.
Reshape the pronoun landscape. That's how it should be. This look to me is not bad at all. I think it's a little dated because, you know, she is also dated herself. I love this. It's sort of giving that late 80s, 90s glam, like the chunky belt, the way the hair is done up. The belt looks a little too low for my taste, or I think it should have been at a sort of diagonal slant to add a bit of edge. For me, this is a mop that should have sent Raven home in that one episode she had.
Considering we're in Drag Race, I don't know what this outfit should give because, like, why so weird? It's so conservative. Okay, I don't get the point of this, and it looks like even her makeup is like, oh, I just woke up and I had 5 minutes, and this is my makeup. Like, I'm just gonna show up to this grand event and do my 5 minute makeup look. Like,
Maybe she's giving clean girl.
giving like she was dragged. That's what it's giving.
She's not a drag queen. She is a cross dresser.
And nothing has changed. Spoiler alert, her face looks the same even in the challenge. Like nothing has changed. And can I just say, I don't know what it is, but why do the old queens just not know how to serve? Like I feel like this made RuPaul's Drag Race, like the initial season, seem like it was very boring. I'm sure if you were so booked and busy, you can afford a little Botox. So let's get it. Yeah, it is flop.
When she walked out, I started cackling so loud. I don't think I've ever cackled as loud as I have for Nicole's entrance. She looks absolutely horrible, but it's so beautiful in a hideous way that I am like low-key obsessed with
Right?
it. Like the fact that none of the proportions are correct, the weird cape, the gloves that you wear when you're driving because you don't want your hands to get tan, this abaya she has on, this like belt that's like covering her puss because maybe she's untucked. Like there's so much wrong with this that like I kind of love it. So I don't know if you guys clocked, but when she did the like run through, she takes off her cape and then she shows her ass, and it's literally so flat you can't even see it.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Correct, because there was nothing to notice. Look at the picture right now. It's so funny that there's like a handful amount of rhinestones on the outfit. Like you can count them.
You're so funny.
The bright star is on her stomach.
Literally, there's maybe like 20 stones total on this outfit. They say charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent is what it takes to be the next Drag Race superstar. And what else, if not nerve, it take to wear this outfit? So you know what? So you know what? Because of the fact that she's feeling her puss in this abaya, I'm giving her a mop.
Thank you.
Let's move on to the next girl. My favorite. My pick to win this bracket, actually. It's Mistress Isabel Brooks, girl.
This look is cute. I have heard things about her mostly from Hamza. This is cute. I don't really have any other notes on it. Love the makeup. She's painted down, not in the way someone thinks, but yes. The look is fine. I think it's pretty. I love the lace detailing. Definitely more rhinestones than Miss Diva Nicole Page Brooks.
Yeah, a couple more.
But for me, I feel like aside from the mugging, the outfit just for an entrance look. I mean, yes, there's like the big train in the back. I feel like there could have been more done. I think just having a bit more color would have added some more interest to the look because I know she's playing with the texture and the lace, so I'll give her points there. But it's all black, and I'm kind of like, it's not someone's funeral. Like, it's not the end of your career, girl. Like, you're an all-stars. For your first look, maybe just have a bit more color. I still do think this is gorgeous. So it is a mop. It is a little gothic Lolita mop for me.
For this diva, I think her outfit is very much like red carpet. Like if the queen went on the carpet, this is how it would look. And she's also like serving Ursula in like a very fancy way. Love it. eating it up. And I actually do love the black outfit. I think that even though it's a bit like basic, I feel like yes, it could be a little safe, but at the same time, with the way she looks, I feel like she looks too gorgeous for us to just end it at being basic, because even a basic outfit can be boring if the queen is not, as Angel said, mugging it out, you know? But honestly, throughout the episode, when we saw the diva at the workstation and all that, I just want to say this diva is so funny. And I wrote she's a painter, but I don't know why I said that.
That I
You
do
love a
too.
painter. You love painting.
I love when people paint. Not on me, but when people just paint it.
I love when people paint. It's crazy.
So this diva is a mop for me.
I think this outfit is stellar. I did wish that she could have kept the coat on longer, because she kept it on for 1 second and she dropped it. Like, then what was the point of wearing it? Might as well have like not, because it didn't need it. I thought the outfit was cute. I love that the gown actually hits the floor. It's a personal pet peeve of mine if it doesn't. I love the asymmetry as well in the sleeves, because if you notice, like, one side has the lace details and the other side has the sequins. And then I love that the lace also follows through, like, on the breast cups and the legs as well. I do wish that it like went into the shoe. Like, I don't know if I necessarily like the separation between, like, her, like her skin and the lace. She looks amazing. I love this like hair on her. This is very like a horse girl hair.
That's crazy.
The mug is like mugged. Like, this is a stamp to me. Like, this is the kind of drag queen I like. I love a drag queen that could paint a mug. Like, some girls can pull off a little lash and mascara. If you're not plastique, don't try that look. She is the standard for how like bigger girls should pad their body, because she looks proportionate still, where like the waist is cinched in and then the hips like flare out, where it makes like the waist look smaller. I think she knows her body to a T, and she knows how to dress it perfectly. And I'm so excited for you guys to get to see her for these episodes, because obviously I've seen her season, so I know what like an evil, messy cunt she is. So I'm so excited for y'all to see. If you think this episode she caused shenanigans, you have no idea the havoc she can actually wreak if she tries.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I give her a mop for this, a mop for the season. I'm sure I will not have one single flop to give her this entire season. Next up, we have Miss Lydia Butthole Collins.
I didn't even understand what this is supposed to do. I just like the back of this dress where it said bottoms up here or whatever. But that's all I like. And I feel like this diva is too Gen Z and too like, I don't know how I feel about Gen Z on drag just yet. It's giving me a culture shock where I feel like they're not respecting the drag as much as they should. But I also love that this diva is in a relationship. Hello, Twitter. Thank you so much for telling me. In terms of this look, I don't know why there's a monkey next to her. Like, what is that face or mask?
Not a monkey.
I don't know what it's supposed to give, but like, Lydia, this confused me. I don't know your lore, maybe that's why, but I like the back at least. And we know she's a bottom. And this is a bucket.
I did actually get the reference. I believe she's referencing that moment when someone said to Marilyn Monroe that like she could wear a potato sack and look good. And then Marilyn actually showed up wearing a singed potato sack. So I think that's what she's trying to reference. If she's not, and I'm giving her too much credit, then apologies. But that's immediately what I thought of. And as for the purse, I think it's supposed to be like, I know horror is not your thing, but there's like this series called Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and where he like takes people's faces off and like turns them into like, a tire or something like that. So I think that's what that's supposed to be. But I don't necessarily see how those two references go together. So maybe I'm completely wrong. But that bag or whatever she's carrying reminded me of Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. She did get only 5 days to prepare between like filming her original season and then going on this. So maybe that's why, obviously, like, how much more money could you have to spend if you spent so much on your original season? So maybe since now Mistress has adopted her, Mistress doesn't give her wigs and they won't look as thirsty. At least it was conceptual, which is like more than I can say for a lot of the girls. I think this is one of the more interesting, maybe not the best executed, but I will say interesting. So for that reason, I will give Miss Lydia Battle Collins a bucket.
I do like the concept of this. I haven't seen a ton of gothic or horror queens since Sharon Needles. I don't even think I should be saying her name given what's happened. It's nice to see that there's another queen that's, in that more sort of alternative, like horror space that I think has a lot of potential. I don't think this is her best look, but I can definitely see the potential in her. So for me, this is a bucket, but she's the queen that I think I was most intrigued with prior to the show, like this bracket starting, and still looking at most intrigued to see for the next couple of episodes.
Next up, we have a diva who's been on this All Stars 78 times. It's Miss Georges. And I will just go first because I have thoughts. Why do you have to do a season back to back? You guys don't know, but she was literally on All Stars 9. Like, I'm sorry. Like, does RuPaul literally like fist her? Like, what does she have on? Like, does she have some blackmail? But I will give her credit and say that this is the best she's looked out of all of those. Even in the flashback they showed, like, this is her best entrance look. The most interesting part of this to me is her back piece. But then the back piece looks completely separate to the outfit. Like, it doesn't look like they go together. It looks like it's just like randomly attached. But the like bodysuit thing is quite like pretty. It's at least like rhinestone. But I will say the hair gave plastique to me. I don't know if I got George, but the hair gave plastique to me. She's switched up her mug so many times. This is the newest iteration, which is mugged with blush. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna get very tired of seeing Georges because it's not even like I got a break. It's like I literally watched her last, and now I'm gonna see her again. So I personally hope she does not make it to the next bracket because I don't know if I want to watch that many episodes with her. But I do give her a mop. I cannot flop these looks, so I will give her a mop.
So I like this look. I also think in the promo photos, her mug captivated me the most in the lineup. I just love blush, so I love seeing all that pink. This is also just like a nice, refreshing thing to see just from a visual perspective. Love the colors. I think the bodysuit is really gorgeous. I mean, really gorgeous isn't an overstatement. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. This is a mop for me. I think it's really pretty. I don't really have anything else to say on it.
Well, yeah, you guys were talking about her blush, and I feel like if her blush like matched the thing in the back, like if it was a bit more peachy, maybe it would make the look a bit more put together. I thought she was giving very much like a Victoria's Secret model. I think she really ate it down. She's been in like seasons back to back. I just think that gives her more experience, and I hope that in this season she can learn from like all her previous mistakes and like all her also plus points from the previous seasons. And I feel like she's a very like strong contender in this faction, and I think people should watch out for her. This is 100% mop for me.
So then we move on to the episode, and RuPaul explains that the challenge for their first episode is going to be to create a look from 8 items that you get from 8 ball that they randomly picked. Some girls got like mesh material as one of their 8 items. Someone got like chains. Someone got fur. Someone got like anal beads. Like, it was a large variety of items. Like, I feel like they gave everyone enough material so that it wasn't like, oh, one person got a lot of fabric and another person like got a bunch of junk. I think in terms of like the materials that they gave, it was very fair. Now, did all of the girls have the same skill set? No, and we saw that. But I think everyone had more or less the same in terms of starting material. I don't think anyone had that big of an advantage or someone had that big of a disadvantage. One note that I did write down is like how good Carrie looks in her confessional. She's pushed down in this like bejeweled little number.
So funny you said that because I wrote I love Carrie's tank top, the spoil with the diamante stoning in the workroom. It's so cute. I want the top for myself. I also was going to say for the challenge, I love how Tina got the color family she was like trying to stay away from.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, girl, well, you can't run away from it. I just also had notes on Mistress too. I was like, she was so funny when she was doing that run-on joke about everything pissing her off in the workroom.
Yes.
That was so funny.
She had a read for everyone. That was so funny. When they showed like a close-up of everyone's mannequins. I saw Mistress and George's. The size difference just took me out. It was like a Polly Pocket next to like a Cabbage Patch Kid. Like that was
That
so
is
funny.
crazy.
I think it was George's talking to like Mistress and Carrie, and she was like getting out of drag, and I just noticed that like she's not hairy at all, but she had like three pieces of like body hair on her nipples. Literally, I could count them. Why would she not just shave those two? Like, what is she saving that for? A rainy day? It's so funny that you said you liked Tina and her teeth because I wrote down that like there's a screen cap of when she's like smiling at herself in the mirror saying that she books gigs. Her with her teeth on like that, she looked like Donkey from Shrek. I think the difference between why I love Nicole so much compared to Phoenix is because her personality is fun. Like in the workroom, she is so much fun. Like the banter she has with the girls is fun. Like she is so like off the cuff funny, and I know it's not intentional because this bitch has not had a single original thought since like 1954 probably, but like she
Oh,
is so unintentionally funny. Even when like, she was trying to explain the look to RuPaul, like everything about her just like cracks me the fuck up. The fucking shirt she was wearing. I don't know if you guys saw.
yes. What was it? I was trying to read it the whole
So it
time.
said from Atlanta, Georgia. And then if
It
you
says
read it
fag.
all, yes,
That's what I saw.
it was so funny though that like the girls this bracket are just announcing it's like no
Yeah,
one's keeping it secret. They're like, yeah, we have a Texas alliance, yeah, we have a Brooks alliance. No one cares and no one's bothered. I honestly like forgot how much I missed Mistress being shady in the workroom. This is gonna be like your first experience with her, but like this tiny dose that she gave us in this was so good. Like she like
yes.
had a fucking read for she picked the fight with Tina by literally telling everyone. She had to tell everyone, and then production was so shady. They inserted the picture of Tina
Oh my
in that fucking
god.
Skittles wig. It was so bad. And then the one line I wrote down was like Mistress, like when she was like going back and forth with her, when Tina was like, Lydia, you shouldn't trust her, blah 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 blah. And
Yeah.
Mistress just goes, girl, if you don't want the picture, take it off Getty Images. Bye, Ronald. That was what they were up to in the workroom. And next, let's get into the looks, starting with Miss Rupanjali herself. Here she is.
Can I just say, what is this? It's like carrot and cabbage had a baby, and then that's this dress. Like, what is this supposed to give? Like, I get the intricacies of this, but at the same time, it's like an alien vomited on this dress. Like, I just seeing this was like an eyesore. I'm sorry, but I like her beads and I like her wig and I like her Bulbasaurus earrings. But everything else, I'm sorry, I was scared.
For reference, orange is like my least favorite color. So seeing this, I'm like visually assaulted by ugliness. I will give points for the intricacy of the beading and the embellishing, but I cannot stare at this for too long or I get a really bad headache. I will say, love that her hair is of like a nicer length. No more of those emu cuts. Thank you. This look for me is a flop. I really hate orange.
She looked like a diseased tampon. Like it was giving very much like fungus growth. Like if you left it out too long, it was giving like when you look at it in a petri dish, it like reminded me of like chemistry class, and I got like PTSD. There's just too much like going on. Like I see the concept. I think if she had like maybe if she didn't wear the like shirt thing or like the bodysuit that she's wearing under the dress, I think that would have been, I think to show like skin to like counterbalance how much is going on would have probably been a better choice. After that emu, this is going to be my second flop for Miss RuPaul.
It's kind of painful to the eyes. Maybe I'll give it like a bucket. I really loved Suzanne's whole look. I love when I think I've said this before, but I love when the guests like really show up and show out. Sorry, and I really like that she did it. And I love her like accent and the way she speaks, and it's just so like oh
I think Suzanne like turned RuPaul up in her own show. She looks better than
No,
RuPaul.
literally.
She looks so good, and I don't know if like she this was planned or anything, but it's funny that it's like the pink bracket and she's in like a pink look. Like and literally from like the head to the toe, everything's like bedazzled. It's not like 20 rhinestones like Nicole's. Like the shoes have black stones with like pink stones in as well, and like they have a zipper. This hair is so cool. I can't even tell like what part of it is hair and what part of it is not. Like she truly like showed up for this. Like she said, "You want drag, girl? I'll give you drag." And she honestly looks better than most of these drag queens on that stage today. All right, so first up we have Miss Georges.
This is cute, but if I just found it really boring, I feel like doing a bodysuit and a design challenge is always a scapegoat because it is just like the most simplest of silhouettes to create. I think her makeup is gorgeous. I love the hair. I just love how curly and long and like bouncy it is. It's a flop for the outfit itself, but a mop for the hair and makeup. But this is a design challenge, so overall, I guess it is a flop.
So I really like the way that this queen has like worked with all the items that she has got. The fact that it looks very like undone and unkept. This is honestly a flop. It could be a bucket only because of like the makeup and hair, like Angel said. But in terms of the outfit, I just think that this is lacking. Like the thought was there, but the execution was not that great. So bucket it is.
I think if you're showing up this many times, then you should improve on what your shortcomings are. She literally told us that every single sewing challenge she sucked. I'm sure by her standards, she thinks like she created the next Alexander McQueen collection with this. But like, I don't think she achieved any of that. At best, she looks like a luxurious napkin that you like maybe get with like a meal. The actual outfit had a weird flap in the center that was such an odd length, and it only went till the ankle for some weird reason. Like it didn't even have like a shape. It wasn't like a V or anything. It was like a large rectangle flap that went to the ankles. That was such a weird design choice. I think she should have either like had it like flare out by the end and like hit the floor, or she should have like shortened it. The ruffles thingies that she made on the hip were my favorite part of the whole outfit. I thought that was like a good design choice, but everything else, girl, goodbye. Please, like the door you came in through, please exit through. I give this a flop. Next up, we have Miss Carrie Colby.
Can I just say titty?
Yes, you can.
Because the titties are just giving. Like it's living there. She's here to milk us all and like mother us. Like I'm sorry, she's not here to milk us all. We're here to milk her because
It's here to milk us all. I love being at Almarai Farms.
correct. Exactly.
I think you mean like she's here to breastfeed us.
Yes, I just love this so much. Like it's serving a fantasy of like Tomb Raider meets like the same like goddess Victoria's Secret vibe, and I just love the way everything, and I just love like the design on it. I love the play with the textures. I just think her braiding efforts that we saw throughout the workshop make. I love that this is how it turned out. Overall, I think this is mop the house down.
I love this look. At first, I mean, my first thought was also body tee, unclockable out of the Fresh Pearl Ocean herself. Um, I I think with design challenges, I like to see more fabric and less body. But I think she did such a good job with the little fabric she put on. I love how visually interesting the bralette is. Especially like the two-tone textures and mixing, the braiding. I think we were also like joking about the braiding in the workroom. Like, what is she doing? She's twisting things for 5 hours. But it paid off. I love the fringe and the movement on the skirt. I could honestly see Tyla perform in this at some point on her tour. I also love that her nails are super long. It just matched the bra as well. This is a beautiful push to start mop from me. Push to mop by Carrie Colby.
I think that we give too much of a pass to girls that are very gorgeous and we get distracted by their beauty. So I'm going to try to not do that and look at this.
I'm sorry. Beautiful
No,
girls.
Listen, the thing is, if it was any other runway, I would have agreed with you guys. Like, I would have agreed, but I think because it's a design challenge, I have to clearly look at it from a perspective of what is the garment that's being designed. And at the end of the day, if you like break it down, it is like a bra and a skirt. I know that the braiding probably took a lot of time, but that's probably the best part about this is I think it took a lot of time and it shows, but then I think because of that, maybe she didn't have enough time that she just like everything else to me kind of looks a little unfinished. I
Mm-hmm.
think there was no need to put the fringe on like one of the straps on the shoulder. I think she should have kept all of that fringing towards the bottom. It could have looked really fun if it was like a fringe and then the sequin was under like a peekaboo moment. Actually, I will be honest and I'll say that you guys made me like it more, like especially after you said that you see Tyler performing in this. I totally see it.
Right.
So that part, like, I do agree. I do think she did a really good job with the top. I just wish that she was able to put the same amount of effort towards the bottom as well. It's not like bad enough for me to give it a flop, so I will give it a bucket. Next up, we have Lydia Butthole Collins.
I love this look. I'm sorry. The moment she stepped out, I got the reference. To me, this is like the substance meets the 80s, meets some weird, hideous, horrendous Lala Loopsy. I love queens that offer this weird, like grotesque horror style. It's really on brand for her, and I think this is a much better depiction of her drag and
Style.
her vision that I think she was trying to convey in her entrance look. It is a very polarizing look, but I understand and appreciate where she's coming from. And I really do think she ate with this. I think for the 80s reference, the only feedback I would give her, and I think that was also mentioned by the judges, is to give her like stronger shoulder pads, which she did say she
Mm-hmm.
tried but didn't work. But honestly, even without the shoulder pads, I think this still looks really intentional and fun in its own way. So to me, this is like a Acid Betty wishes mop.
See, the thing is, I think all the colors work together, like somehow, but I just don't like that there, it feels like there is no thought behind the outfit, if that makes sense. So for this, I appreciate the effort, but it's a flop for
I
me.
think me and Miss Diva over there, we had the same reactions to her outfit because I know what the reference is, but like this is not, it's not the who can make the most hideous dress challenge though. Like the objective was still for it to look pretty. I will give her props though. I think the construction on this is quite good. It is essentially a bodysuit that has two green pieces of fabric that are draped over it. And then but I think the styling is what takes it to like the 80s level of like her doing the leg warmers. I will say that it probably took her a while to like ruche the leather or
Yeah.
latex. I think that is commendable. Like you said, it's the putting together. Separately, the items could work. Like I think this color combination does work. I think there is a way in which this look could have looked good or like pretty. Like what the fringe on the like gloves just don't make sense with this at all. The clutch as well, like having two pew balls on it, like someone literally shaved their puss and like gave them like that was one of the items was shaved puss hair and she put it on her purse. Like that was crazy. I will say the hair looks like it works with this, like how dirty, disheveled, and it looks like you like took it out of a sewer and like shook it. Like it works with this look. During her season, a consistent critique that she got for her looks and like design challenges that she did was that like she put too many elements on and she needed to take a couple, like she needed to take a
Mm.
couple off and like really see the bigger picture. And I think that because she didn't get to see herself on TV and didn't have the time for growth, I think it's doing her a disservice because I feel like the same issues that we had with her on her original season we're going to have again because she's not been able to see herself and she's not been able to grow from that. The only reason I'm giving her a bucket is because I'm looking at it construction wise and I'm like rouging latex is hard. So because of that reason I give it a bucket, but in my eyes this is a hideous garment. There's nothing good about it. Next up, we have Mistress Isabel Brooks. And before anyone else goes, you know what this wig? Do you guys know like the British crossing guards that have those like
Yes.
giant hats? Doesn't this look like?
Yes, it does.
Look overall, I did quite enjoy. I know a critique they gave her was that the silhouette was like similar to what she's done before, but I feel like that's such a shitty thing. Girl, critique the outfit. Is the outfit good or not? Is the construction good or not? Can you see the fucking hem and whatever or not? Because if you can let it go for Georges, but you are like critiquing this girl so hard for just the silhouette itself, even though I think the outfit's really well made. Like, it's hard to make a corset. The fact that she made boning, the lace around, and she trimmed the fabric under. Georges, take notes. She trimmed the fabric under it. She also rouged, it looks like something similar to latex for like those arm gauntlets. And then her shape is quite pretty. I think her pads do look a little crazy when she turns to the side. The side view of this outfit took me out because she looked like a P in the front and then a B in the back. It was quite crazy. But I do like this style of garment. I think for me, honestly, this was one of the outfits that looked like she brought from home. Like that was how good it looked to me, that I was like, oh, it doesn't look like she made it there. It looks like it was part of the package. One of her items was the blue tulle. And I guess after she did everything else, she was so lazy, she just stuffed it in the bag. Like, she did nothing with it. She took the fabric as it was and she just stuffed it in the bag. So maybe that's what cost her the win, because she didn't necessarily use that item. To me, honestly, she mopped.
I love like the sunset eyes. I think it's always just so pretty to like look at someone have like sunset eyes. The hair, it's giving one of those dusters that we have in the house when we use. I'm sorry, when I saw her body, I was like, this is so unserious. Like, who is truly looking like that? But I love like the proportion, and I love like the bag kind of looks like a pot, and like the blue ruffles looks like, you know, something spewing out of the pot. Overall, this is a mop.
I like this look. I think this to me is the second best constructed outfit for the evening. I love the harmony. I love the fabric for the corset. I mean, the corset's my favorite part about this outfit. It's just stunning. Like, it's super polished. I mean, she was in that workroom working, like she said herself, and it shows. I have the same comment as Miss Diva with the blue tulle. It looked like it was some sort of cauldron with something brewing or bubbling in it. The hair to me gave pineapple on the runway with the way it was specking around and moving. But I guess it works for this. I also just don't like the weird, like, I just don't know. I don't like the gloves looking at them now. I wish they were fully, like, they were a full finger glove and not this, like, one finger or, like, this sort of weird sleeve. But no, to me, this is a gorgeous 80s leopard print couch mop.
Next up, we have Nicole Page Brooks.
Please. So, watching her down the runway, I genuinely think it's the nerve she has. Because
Yes.
I was like, wow, she's eating it up on the runway. And then I saw the garment in person. Well, not in person, up close. And I was like, oh, she chewed pieces off the outfit, yes. But how are you going to walk out with the bodysuit with the stars looking like they were folded on glued paper and scrunched up into half? And you put it on the bodysuit itself. I was like, Nicole, sweetie, I can only defend you for so much. And I feel like I already spent it defending your entrance look. So I have no more defenses for you now.
Wow, you're just gonna leave her like that? What happened to being her
Yes,
defense
because she
attorney?
left herself looking like that. If she can love herself, who's gonna love somebody else and gonna end up in here? But what you're not gonna do is put on this street walking hook for 2 a.m. trade hooking, put on this natural woman wig off Shein, and think you're gonna get praise on the run. This is a flop so bad, but I'm itching to say bucket just because it's Nicole. But no, to me it's a flop. To me it's a flop. Like, this is really bad.
Thank you so much. Contrary to what Angel has said, I think for her age, this outfit is very appropriate. I
Crazy for her age is crazy.
okay. I'll be honest. When she first came in with like the feathers,
where do women her age wear this to if you think this is appropriate?
in their
They
era,
wear it for late night trade.
the only thing that I liked is when she came in with her entrance and it looked like she had like a feather, and then I mean she had her feathers, and then she like took it off. And then we saw this, and I was like, oh, maybe she shouldn't have taken the feathers off. But I like the fact that there were stars in the back. I like the way that it was hanging. It was giving very Deja or whoever the heck had the same thing going on.
That's a good thing.
Diva does not know her makeup and like how to like emphasize her features, and it just looks very scary. It looks like those aunties wear makeup that where the foundation is not their shade, The lipstick is all over the place. They wear like the most neon bright lipsticks. This is what that's giving. And for this auntie, I'll give her a bucket because
You're giving her
You're
after
giving
all
her a
that.
bucket after bragging
She
on
wouldn't
us
let you
earlier.
give her a bucket, but she gave Nicole a bucket. That's crazy.
because she can kick the bucket and then she can just not be here.
She's cross-dressing puss. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I will just keep saying that till the day I die. Like, this is streetwalker. She dresses for the street, okay? She does not dress for the
She
stage.
came for the
And
alley.
yes, and I'm sure she paints. So yeah, I think listen, her clients like this look. And I'm sure she's gonna get booked those same bookings she's talking about. I'm sure she's gonna get them after this show too. But I just think it's so funny that she's in this like wig that gives very like me after I put oil in my hair, but I don't wash it out. Like that's what it's giving. The length of it is so bad too. Like it's like she got it for like a toddler and then you put it on her head. I love that there's no styling on it whatsoever. She didn't even bother to shake it. She took it out of the bag, doused it in amla, and then put it on top of her head. And like it's so funny to me that this bitch not only walked out in this outfit, but she walked out in it and you could tell she glued the stars on because there's creases on the stars and the glue hasn't even dried. Like you can see like the air bubbles in there that are still wet. But honestly, I don't think she should ever change her makeup. I think this like man in a wig makeup that she does, I love. Like stay a man in a wig. I don't want you to give woman. Like I want you to give man in a wig. Let's bring back men putting wigs on. And Nicole is single-handedly moving forward the cross-dressing agenda. And for that reason, I give her a mop. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I'm never gonna flop a Nicole outfit. Next, let's move on to I think the best constructed garment
Yes.
of this runway, which is Tina Burner.
Okay. Guys, listen, I had very low expectations after aluminum foil gate.
Girl, yes.
This
And
look,
her ketchup and mustard like slideshow that they did. Like
yes. And mayonnaise, don't forget the mayonnaise.
well, the mayonnaise is her.
This look, and this is what I was saying, like in the workroom, I was like, why did they give her a similar color palette, like the red and the yellow tones?
Mm-hmm.
But this is what I was saying, this should have been her entrance look, because this is giving Tina Burner.
Literally.
This is stunning. That coat, I think I have a coat just like it, and I like audibly gasped that she made this entire thing from scratch. This is polished. This is chic. This is this like 1980s like Cartier woman in New York City. This look is everything. I think this look also is something I would wear if it was silver toned. The chain belt, gorgeous. The pants are immaculate. Like they are higher than most people on a Sunday night in the Lower East Side. I love it. I can't even give this a mop. This has to be like a shoot. Like this exceeds a mop to me. Like this is a shoot. Like she shot the Cartier store.
When I first saw the coat, I was like, slay, love the coat, but like, isn't she too covered up? And then she took off the coat. And then I was like, oh my god.
This is RuPaul's modest raid.
And then I was like, oh my god, this is giving office core. I see the vision behind it even more. And like I love the little details that she put into it, the way she has like stitched things up. But then I was like, girl, are we in the office? Are you going to clock into your 9 to 5? Like what's going on? It felt very basic. Like yes, she did so much materials. But I felt like everything is clean and polished, agreed. It's not giving runway. I'm sorry. But I will definitely still put her in the mop category because
That's crazy.
She ate it down.
I absolutely mirror Miss Diva's sentiments here. I think in terms of construction, this is the best. Like if we're judging based off constructed garments, this is the best. Like this gives like it's been sewn at like an atelier. Like it's sewn to perfection. Construction, no, absolutely no notes. Like she even has like the necklines down. There's hems. Like stitching is perfect. Like the pants literally look like you bought them. Like that's how good they are. Her craftsmanship is like an 11 out of 10. It's too much of a pedestrian look. Like it gives very much like you could see a girl in New York wearing this. And I don't want that. I want it to like have an edge or something that makes it draggy. Like this doesn't give draggy to me. To me, drag is all about like taking a concept, like even if it is this outfit, and then like turning up the cunt factor to make it more draggy. If this was Project Runway, girl, make her win the entire show. You know, if it's the cut, like make her win. And if this was a construction only thing, I would say make her win. But to me, like your entire persona, how you present the outfit, how you style the outfit, all of those things play into it. And since it looks very pedestrian to me, I'm still gonna give it a mop. You're basing it off construction because that's what Michelle was gagging over. She's like, coat and pants and shirt and you rhinestone my pussy all at the same time. Like she was that gagged that I was like, okay, girl, well if you're gonna gag on construction, then like why not the same level of praise for Mistress? And they, when it came to Mistress, they were just like, oh, we've seen it, like as if they weren't impressed just because they've seen it. And the only reason I say that is because they made it a point to point out, oh, Tina, we didn't expect this from you. So what you're saying is, if Tina was a good seamstress and you'd seen it before, you'd be bored. All in all, like I think all of us said, we are still giving it a mop because the construction is perfect. I just wish there was a little bit of an edge. Next, we moved on to them announcing the top two for this episode, which they said was Lydia and Tina. I already shared my thoughts, so I'll let you guys share your thoughts on their top two picks.
I was in a way expecting Mistress over Lydia because of the comments about her construction and how this looks. I think, like you said, to say that it's just something they've seen before is kind of a scapegoat because it's a sewing challenge. You wanted to revolutionize the silhouette on a sewing challenge when you don't know how the fabrics work. Like that's not what a queen's going to do. But I guess like personally, I am happy it's Lydia because I do like her and her aesthetic a lot. So I'm glad to see, like I was glad to see her like be able to lip sync and see more of her performance style later on. But yeah, I think Mistress was a little bit snubbed this episode in some ways.
Yeah, I thought Nicole should have been there, but that's just me.
Girl, shut your hands up. Nicole should have been there to do what? Mop the
To do
floor
what,
after
girl?
lip sync. To do
She
what,
would
girl?
hang her heart out. Did you not see the song? It belonged from her era. But again, I think that Mistress should have been there, not Miss Lydia, but whatever, Lydia was there. And I mean, when Bosco did it, I understood. But when Tina Turner changed or undid her outfit and we have a new outfit revealed, like, man, why is this what we resort to when we're trying to win a lip sync? Like, can we not actually like have the moves, have the, you know, words down, and just focus on our capabilities versus like a shock factor in terms of like outfit? I didn't like that. I think that Lydia really put her puss in there and she was going all out, and I love that for her.
The lip sync, honestly, I think when it's a song I don't know, I tend to tune out of the lip sync a little bit. So I was just kind of like, okay, now what? Just because I don't know the vibe of the song prior to them lip syncing, because I don't know what to expect or what sort of vibe they should be giving off. But to me, Lydia, I was so focused on Lydia also just because her pants reminded me of Funk and Glow Jade from the Bratz like 2004 line. Like the flare pants with the red flames coming up were so like Bratz to me. I wouldn't say bored because Lydia was kind of performing, but I was just like, I think just because the song wasn't it, I was like, okay, well, I don't have much to say. Also, like, my last note on this was why is Lydia humping the ground at the end of the lip sync? Like, she's like thrusting into the floor, and I'm like, girl, you already won. Like, you don't need to get the floor pregnant.
Also, I thought she said she was a bottom. That was the very bottom
Oh,
of
she was
her.
on top this week, girl, top two, and she topped again. So
In terms of the lip sync, I do like echo both of your sentiments. I think we are used to obviously like having like just because pop and stuff is like more our thing. I think that's why like these ancient songs from like back when they built the pyramids first are like not our thing. But I did think that like it is still fun though. Like I do like that they like switch it up though. It sometimes it hits, sometimes it misses. In this case, it was a bit of a miss, but I don't think it was that boring. Like I remember still from like the first bracket, like that last lip sync that Bosco and Irene did was still like the worst lip sync they've had yet.
Oh,
But I
please,
don't think
yes.
anyone has topped Aja and Thank You the Shit for it. So still waiting to see if any of the girls can do that. But Lydia did hold her own. Like Lydia is a very good performer. Even on her season, she was quite good in the lip sync. So I think she really like gives the song. Like I think whatever the vibe is, she can very much like emit that. Tina Burner, girl, she turned it and burned it, as in she should have burnt that outfit because the isn't the whole point of a reveal supposed to be that like you show off something that's like better or like more impressive? She just revealed to us that she had a hideous dress. Like that was the reveal. Was like, hey guys, look, I'm hideous. Like that fucking ugly ass flame girl put on this like absolutely hideous Lightning McQueen inspired fucking bodysuit, and I don't know why she would even do the reveal. Like
You know
maybe
what
she
it
was trying
was
to distract
giving?
us. Maybe she was trying to distract us from how bad the lip sync was. And she was like, "Guys, look, I'm hideous." I do agree. Lydia was obviously better, so Lydia did deserve to win the lip sync. I think, like you guys said though, like before, like when we were watching, I believe you said that like this is
Yeah.
the most fun you've had,
Oh,
like
wait.
in watching a bracket. So I do echo those sentiments. Like this has been more like juicy and drama filled. So I'm excited because like I think the first bracket was like we were just watching for Bosco essentially, but this bracket I think I'm like watching for the drama and the mess. I do think these girls are talented, but in terms of drama, I'm glad that they're bringing the drama.
When there's banter or like little drama between the members, that's when it's like more fun.
I think the challenge from the preview next week is some sort of like rap roast. Like it's a music challenge and it's roasting. So I'm excited to see how much shade will be thrown in and
Mistress
out of
is
the
gonna eat
workroom.
it.
Mistress better eat, yeah. My favorite thing is gonna be just excitement to see what Nicole looks like next episode. Like that is like when I go to bed at night, that's what I dream of. It's like what is Nicole gonna wear next?
But I'm curious, who are your top three queens so far to go to the next round or to semifinals?
You know, Tina Turner really surprised me with her challenge look. Like, so she was not initially in like my top three, but I think with the way that she did the challenge, she could be in the top. Then, of course, I think Miss Mistress belongs in the top three. I don't even have to say much, but who else? I feel like somehow Lydia is going to sneak in there, but I really don't want her to be. I would love to have Miss Colby, but
Carrie, yeah.
I don't think she would make it, but yeah.
I want a universe that exists in which Nicole makes the finals of All Stars 10. Angel, who's your top three?
Like going off personal bias, it's a completely different set than based on the talent from this episode. I definitely would want to see Lydia in the top three. I think she has so much potential to like grow. I know she only did the show like 5 days after her main season, but she wasn't there that long. So, you know, let's see what she can bring to this. I'm also rooting for Carrie Girl. I just love a fishy queen. And she's Sasha's daughter, so like I just, you know, there has
Mm-hmm.
like there's that CUNT somewhere, you know. I think originally I would have said George's just based off the promo photos, but stop.
Well, yeah, girl, she better be. If it takes you fucking 3 seasons and you still can't make the top, maybe you should fucking delete your account and quit drag and like become a farmer or like a hole at some glory hole somewhere, girl. Make yourself useful.
Now it would be either Mistress or Tina, depending on how next week goes. But then an honorable mention for Nicole. Like if she gets top three, I won't be mad. I will be so happy if Miss Nicole Page Brooks
You know,
somehow takes the
imagine
points to top.
I 1000% don't think that's gonna happen, but I think the sides that she does show us are just gonna be like different sides of her AliExpress bag that has her garments and her hair. And I'm so excited because I that's what I want in a drag queen is like when you look at them, you're like, you know what? I can shop that too. So I love
the
her
ability
approach
to
to
get
drag. I love her approach to drag. Like, we could all be her drag children. Mine's going to be very biased. I think even if Tina wins all 3 challenges, I don't think she should go to the semifinals. Just because I don't like Tina, so I don't want to see her. My personal 3 picks, I think Mistress, just based on talent and because I want this bitch to go to the semifinals just so she can be even more messier with a larger group of girls. And my second is Carrie, just because I don't know, she has a very gravitational like way of how she presents herself, and I think I think she's honestly quite genuine. And I know that doesn't mean for anything when it comes to talent, but this is a biased review, okay? We were biased the whole time and we will remain biased. So if I say I want Carrie, you know what? Let Carrie in and let her win no challenge. Let her win no challenge and let her still have enough points to make it through. That's what I want to see. I think that's what's going to be the most interesting about this group is I don't think they're going to like vote as fairly as that first group did the first time. I think all 3 times they're gonna do messy votes. I already am seeing like Mistress cook up some evil, sick, twisted way in which she makes people vote for her and she doesn't vote for any of them back. Like I can already see it happening. Obviously, like this is without question. Of course I want Nicole. Like that's just not debatable. Like one spot has to be for Nicole. Even if it's on the judging panel, I don't care.
They're so funny.
I think next episode is where all that drama is gonna start, and I'm so excited because we never get to talk about the dramas on like episode. The most drama we got last time was Olivia and Aja let her off too easy. So I want these bitches to fight. I want someone to throw stones. I want someone to take Lydia's sewage wig and like throw it somewhere, and I want someone to go into Nicole's Shein bag and pull something out. Like I want the mess, please.
Oh.
I'm begging. So I'm very, very excited for the next episode and think everyone is too. So don't forget to tune in to the next episode and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye bye.